club. Deportivo Cuenca is an Ecuadorian football club based in Cuenca. They currently play in the Serie A, the top-flight football league in the country, and is one of two clubs from Cuenca to have played in the top flight. Historically an undistinguished club in Ecuador, they have had a recent string of success in the Serie A. They are one of two clubs outside of Quito and Guayaquil to have a national championship, which they won in 2004. Since then, they have been a near-consistent top club in the country, including numerous Copa Libertadores participations. Deportivo Cuenca was founded on March 4, 1971 and is the second oldest club in the city after Tate Club. The home stadium is Estadio Alejandro Serrano Aguilar, which was named after former club president and mayor of Cuenca. Because of the limited number of clubs from the province of Azuay that have played in the Serie A, Deportivo Cuenca has no major local rivals. History. Foundation in 1970. Desire was born to form a professional soccer team in the city of Cuenca. This desire was shaped through Dr. Alejandro Serrano Aguilar and the gentlemen Polivio Vazquez and Alfredo Peña. The citizens' endorsement was immediate before the initiative headed by the mayor. Therefore the Commission of Sports was satisfied to the gentlemen Gilbert Sotomayor, Ricardo Ordonez and Bolivar Lupercio, whose first management was to obtain the acceptance of the Ecuadorian Federation of Soccer so that the professional team of the city could participate in the professional level. By means of the session celebrated in February 1971 in the Salón de la Ciudad of the very illustrious municipality of Cuenca, the project became a reality, and it was then that Deportivo Cuenca was born. A month later, the Association of Soccer funded the Asociación de Fútbol No Amateur del Azuay. As club, the first decisions were taken. The uniform would be red and yellow with a T-shirt to vertical raised. The first technical director was Carlos Alberto Raffo. The first contracted foreign soccer players were Rodolfo Piazza, the Paraguayan Luis Martinez who achieved the first team's goal, and Gerald Latitza. In its start the team was known as the Franela Roja. Historical performance. Originally, and throughout most of its existence, the team was never a contender to the title, and never received much attention internationally, such as in the prestigious Copa Libertadores. Deportivo Cuenca had a brief successful period during the 1970s, becoming runner-up twice in 1975 and AMP 1976. The favorable finishes allowed them to participate the next year's Copa Libertadores. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, the club was in and out of the second-tier Serie B. They returned to the Serie A in 2003, and in 2004, they became the second club outside of Quito Guayaquil to win the national championship. Since then, they have finished in the top three in 3 of 4 seasons, allowing them to participate in 5 of the past 6 Copa Libertadores. Colors and badge. Deportivo Cuenca's historical kit has been red shirts with black shorts. Alternate kits, like most teams in Ecuador, varied from year to year. The badge of the team includes elements of the seal of the city of Cuenca. Championship year. In 2004, Deportivo Cuenca would win its first championship in its history. The process began with Argentine coach Daniel Cordoba, who joined the club's Javier Klimovich, Marcelo Velasco, and national Giancarlos Ramos. After a successful first stage, halfway through the league, coach Cordoba abandoned Cuenca, already qualified for the playoffs, and contracted its replacement Julio Turco Assad. The title would be secured on December 8 of 2004, missing 2 games left in the tournament, when Deportivo Cuenca, with 19.5 points, was unreachable for his followers, Barcelona and Olmedo, who was runner-up. That day Cuenca won 3-2 to Aucas in Quito, but the celebration began after the end of the game between El Nacional and LDU Quito. The tie produced between those competitors allowed the Morlacos to be unreachable. Fans took to the streets to celebrate. Thousands of vehicles blew the horns, with explosions of rockets and fireworks in the sky. The conquest had caused such a joy in the fans that it forced the opening of the stadium, where thousands of fans cheered the team. Prior to that, there was a motorcade from the airport to the Alejandro Serrano Aguilar Stadium. Nicknames. The club has several nicknames. The best known is Morlacos and Expreso Austral. The first is because people belonging to the city of Cuenca are commonly called so. The second was placed by the national press in the 1970s due to the campaigns being undertaken by the team, calling the team the Southern Train, a Southern Express, as a visual depiction of overpassing its opponents. It is also popularly called Red because of its kit shirt. The club was well known in its infancy as Red Flannel because of the fabric and the color of the clothing. It is less commonly recognized as the Lion because this is also the symbol of the city and is present in the emblem of the institution. Honors. National Serie A, 2004. Serie B, 1972 E2, 1995. Records. In Serie A, seasons, 34. All-time position, 6. Best finish, 1st. Worst finish, 8th. Biggest win, 6-0 versus Green Cross. Biggest defeat, 6-2 versus Macara. Top scorer, Angel Luis Lichardi. Players. Current squad as of the 16th of May 2015. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Notable players: Wilson Carabali. Top goal scorers. Deportivo Cuenca has had 2 players become the top scorer of the Serie A, with 1 player repeating the feat. The club's all-time top goal scorer is Angel Luis Lichardi with 132 goals. Angel Luis Lichardi. Angel Luis Lichardi. Angel Luis Lichardi. Juan Carlos Ferreira. Managers. Notable managers: Argentine Julio Asad is the only manager to win a title with Deportivo Cuenca, who led them to the Serie A title in 2004.